You know, Ada's dealt with so many days of just poor timing and bad news taking place and compounding on top of itself. That's exactly the opposite of what yesterday was. Yesterday was finally a day where Ada got to benefit from this great news taking place, from already being in a pump. In fact, the good news from yesterday has already helped send Ada to over a 22% move, about a 22% move over the last week, which is very exciting. BTC has gotten over 64K. We're seeing an overall bullish move in the market again, trying to really create these massive breakouts, these big extensions that may send us to new all-time highs, not just in terms of BTC, but down the road in terms of ADA. Now, obviously, this is not a guarantee. This is not financial advice. But yesterday, Jerome Powell came out, and what he said was something we have desperately been waiting for. The time has come for policy to adjust. This isn't more of the same. This is, we are getting back to easing on the middle and lower class here in the US. So what he said is inflation has declined significantly. The labor market is no longer overheated and conditions are now less tight than those that prevailed before the pandemic. Supply constraints have normalized and the balance of the risks to our two mandates has changed. Basically hinting that, hey, we have some interest rate decreases coming here in the very near term. So this is very exciting. This is what we were hoping for, the confirmation we were waiting for. Now, we did see a little bit of a pullback in the likelihood of a 50 basis point decrease in the next meeting. We've gotten a little more tempered in the expectations for that. Now a 76% likelihood that we have a quarter point decrease and only a 24% we have a 50 point decrease. They said it's still going to heavily depend on the data. If the data is still showing things slipping a little too fast, they may do a 50 basis point decrease. So we'll see what happens, right? But this was the first in a series of good news yesterday. Now, what the other good news was that Robert F. Kennedy actually suspended his presidential bid and came out to back Donald Trump. He did actually appear at Donald Trump's rally. And this is actually very important for the market. These are two candidates that have been very pro-crypto, crypto embrace, pro-self-custody for a very long period of time. All right. And now the thing is this really increased Donald Trump's likelihood of getting elected. Why I say that is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. himself has said that he probably pulls more from the Republican side than he does from the Democrat side. So this is a very big deal. You have two very prominent entities that are now joining forces to take the election in November. This is a very big deal. The market got extremely excited, and this was that late surge we saw in the market. ADA was actually floating around 38 cents at the time of that, and then just exploded to almost 40 cents. So this is kind of what led us on this great move yesterday. Now, we're still just going to have to be patient. We're going to have to wait through the weekend. We've now gotten into a time where, we're not getting help from institutional money. The weekend, frankly, may be kind of boring, but we also may have surprises in store for us. We're going to have to be patient. We're going to have to just kind of wait and see how the market continues to digest this data. But we are on the right path, guys. We've gotten to the top of our opportunity box in terms of ADA. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. Shoot. I actually did take a look. The reason why I've talked about this move back here so much is I keep saying this is exactly a blown out version of what happened at the end of the bear market cycle when ADA started to make its run. Guys, you're not going to believe how insanely close this looks. Look at this. This is that move that we experienced back then. It is tracking perfectly here. Our extension is tracking perfectly here. Now, I'm not saying we're going to explode and do one of these, right? Go on this massive run, but you never know. With enough catalysts, with enough excitement, with enough new people entering the market because of now that these fears of recession and things like that kind of waning a little bit, who's to say where assets are going to run to? So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I want to hear your thoughts about where we're headed now in the near term. Do you think that this is going to make a big overall impact on the direction of the market? But have a great day. Show your love below. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.